What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a tattoo slash piercings video today for you guys. So for my piercings, I will either show you on camera or I will insert a picture. For my tattoos, some of my tattoos I can't show because clothing wise they're kind of covered. And just a little disclaimer, it kind of looks like I'm wearing like just a bra, but I'm actually wearing like a crop top, so just a little disclaimer. Also, I'm a little red today because I got sunburn on the weekend, so... But anyways, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so first I'm going to start with my first lobes. So, I got my first lobes pierced when I was about 10. It was roughly about 1 out of 10 pain tolerance. I'm not really sure what sort of pain tolerance I have. I think I'm about a medium to high. But yeah, my first lobes I got done when I was 10. They're really easy to clean. You just get a Q-tip and you just clean around it. They take about 6 weeks to heal as well. Next piercing I had was my second lobes. And I'm pretty sure I got them done when I was about 13, I'm pretty sure. And they were, again, 1 out of 10, so not really that painful. Same thing, just clean around it. Next I got was my helix, which is this one up here. Yep, was my helix, this one just here. And then that was probably like a 2 out of 10. Same thing again. Clean around it with sea salt spray. My piercer normally gives me this. So it is Clear Skin All Natural Premium Aftercare Sea Salt Body Spray. So that spray is for all piercings to use. And my next piercing will be my thirds. So these ones here, my third lobes. These ones. Those I probably got when I was about 15 or 16 roughly. They didn't hurt at all. It was just 1 out of 10 again, and you just clean around it. It takes 6 weeks to heal. Most of my piercings take 6 weeks to heal in this video, so yeah. One of my next piercings would probably be my belly button. So for me, the actual piercing was probably about a 4 out of 10. But when he was putting the jewelry in, it was probably like an 8 out of 10. And this is my belly. So when you're cleaning it, all you have to do is push up. Just go around it, push down, go around it. That's how you clean it. It's pretty easy to clean. So with my belly button, it would, well, for me, it took 6 weeks to heal, but normally it depends on the person and like the skin type that they have, because with all skin types they take differently to heal. They take different times to heal, and they, like, some people can heal quicker than others. It depends on the piercing as well. But if you really look after it and you take care of it really easy, the cleaner you get your new piercing, the quicker it will take to heal. So my next piercing that I got is my tragus, which is this one right here. So that was probably about a 5 out of 10. Reason being was it wasn't really that painful. It just felt like a sharp pinch, so it wasn't really that painful. And for my tragus, it took me about 6 weeks to heal also. Majority of my piercings took me 6 weeks. So I just kept spraying and spraying around the piercing with the Q-tip and just cleaning all around it, just getting in there. The next piercing that I got, I'm pretty sure, was my web piercing. So not many people have this piercing, and if they do, you can't really tell that they have it just because it's like a hidden piercing. And this is the web. So with the web piercing, it was 1 out of 10 just because it felt like having your lobes done again. It's just a really thin skin, so you don't really feel much. But yeah, then again, I sprayed some sea salt spray because that's what my piercer suggested me to do. So I sprayed some sea salt spray on my piercing, and It tastes disgusting, but it works. I also had to change my toothbrush just because like all of the bacteria. You treat it just like a tongue piercing basically. It took about, I think maybe about 4 to 5 weeks to heal, just because it's in your piercing. So if you have any piercings inside your mouth, it will take quicker just because your mouth regularly cleans itself as opposed to like any other piercing on your body. So the next piercing that I got are these two helixes, just these two. So with those two helixes, I got them done at the same time. Again, that was like a 2 out of 10. So he first did the bottom one and then he did the top one. And I think because my ear was already inflamed from him piercing the first one, the second one hurt more. But as you can tell, like it's basically in the same spot as my other side, and this was a 2. So I think it only hurt more because my ear was already inflamed from him piercing the first one. But these ones were a 2 out of 10 as well, but the top one was probably about a 4. But I think that's because my ear was already inflamed from the first piercing he did on my ear. Okay guys, so that was all of my piercings done, so now we will get on into tattoos. Okay, so the first tattoo that I got was probably my shittest tattoo that I could ever get. I don't regret getting this tattoo, I regret who I went to. I regret the artist that I went to. So with tattoos, you gotta be careful as to who you go to, and also you really need to do your research on the tattoo artist themselves. I did some research on the actual tattoo place that I was getting my tattoo from, but not the artist, because I had too much trust in the artist because my uncle recommended him to me. He's done like my uncle's half sleeve, so I looked at my uncle's half sleeve and I was like, you know, like it's all fine, like there's nothing wrong with it, like I'm sure I'll be fine. But I wasn't really thinking about doing the research on the tattoo artist. Again, I was 18 at the time, so I was like, you know, I just want a tattoo. You know, I'm sure like they're a tattoo artist, they probably have years of experience doing it, so I should be alright. But the problem with me is that I didn't do my research on the tattoo artist that did my tattoo. So I will insert a picture of my tattoo. My tattoo is on my forearm. So the problem with my tattoo is that unfortunately it's a blowout. So if you don't know what a blowout is, which most people don't, I didn't even know what a blowout was until I had it. I also didn't know what a blowout was until I did research on it and I was asking other tattoo artists like what's going on, because I thought my tattoo was rejecting, because I've heard that some tattoos don't take well to certain skin types. But in my case, a blowout is when the tattoo artist goes too deep into the skin, so they overwork the skin. So with a tattoo artist, they have like 3 layers of skin, right? If you tattoo on the first layer and it heals over, so that tattoo isn't going to be there, like it will just be like normal skin under it, like you didn't get tatted at all because it wasn't deep enough. And then you have the second layer of skin, which tattoo artists do tattoo on, and with that, once it heals over, you're left with a nice tattoo. And then the third layer is like a fatty tissue. So basically with my first tattoo, the tattoo artist ended up tattooing on the third layer, which was the fatty layer. So basically just trying to better describe what a blowout actually is, because not many people on YouTube talk about it, as no one basically knows what a blowout is. So it's basically like trying to draw a straight line with a Sharpie on a tissue. Like you can't, it'll just blur out. Like that's basically what happened to my tattoo. But I'll insert pictures of what it looked like when I first got it done and what it looks like after I got it done. So this is what I first looked like when I got it done. And this is what it looks like after it healed. So as you can tell from both of the pictures, when I first got it done, it's much thinner than what it was compared to when it was healed. It's really thick and it's like blown out. And if you look closely in the second picture that I inserted, it's got like kind of like a cloudy effect to it. So it's got like green or grey around the tattoo, so that is just the ink underneath my skin from where it's blown out. So the pain tolerance for my first tattoo was probably about 5 out of 10, just because it was so quick and it was only just line work and it was so small as well. It took about 15 minutes to half an hour. So my next tattoo is the one on my thigh. It's a really small tattoo as well, and it's my first coloured and shaded tattoo. So I'll just insert a picture. There's the picture, and with that tattoo it didn't really hurt, but probably for me, I get a lot of muscle spasms in my legs. So while he was tattooing, I kept having muscle spasms, which made the tattoo hurt worse than what it was supposed to. So first he started doing that outline of the heart, so that's the black outline of the heart, and that honestly killed. Like, it was the worst feeling I've ever felt. So that was probably like a 7 or an 8 out of 10. So while I was getting it done, I was like, bruh, like, I don't know if I can do this, you know, it hurts so bad, but you know what, I'll just let him do the outline first, like just finish it off. And I'm pretty sure my thigh took about like half an hour to do. So he did all of the outlining first, and then he started doing the colour. And then I was like, I'll let him do the outline first, and then I'll probably let him do the shading like after how I know that I feel. And like, I kept talking to him for a bit. I was like, is the shading gonna hurt more than what the outline was? And he said no, the shading hurts less than what the outline does. So then he started doing the colour, and I was like, wow, you know, like, I can't really feel this. Like, I don't know if that's because my body was probably numb, or if it was just because it didn't really hurt that bad. And then when he was doing the heartbeat underneath the heart, that didn't hurt at all. I barely felt it. So just with the aftercare, I used this antiseptic cream. So it's called Bepanthen antiseptic cream, and this is what it looks like. And basically with that, you want to make sure that you get like a pea sort of size like dollop on your finger, and you want to put it over your tattoo, and you want to rub it in to the point that it's a little bit shiny, but you can't wipe it off, because if you can wipe it off, it means that you put too much. It means that you put too much cream on, and it can then suffocate your tattoo and also cause a blowout as well. And with the antiseptic cream, you want to do it about 1 to 2 times every day until it heals. So tattoos basically take like 2 weeks to heal, depending on your skin type. So my third tattoo would be my spine tattoo, which was my most recent tattoo as well. I was really freaking out about my spine tattoo. It's just spine, it's bone, like it's going to be the worst pain that I'm going to ever feel. And problem with me on that day while I was getting it done was I actually had food poisoning from the night before, so I wasn't really feeling well. And then she started putting the stencil on my back, like just trying to line it up and get it all perfectly straight, and I wasn't really feeling well, so I ended up throwing up. And she's one of those people where like if she sees someone throws up, she's gonna throw up. So as soon as I threw up, she like left the room and she ran to the bathroom and started throwing up herself, and all of the other tattoo artists in the tattoo studio started laughing, going, oh, are you okay? Like, oh my god, I just felt really bad. So with that tattoo, it took about like an hour and a half to do, and the pain tolerance was probably about like a 6 out of 10. Like, it wasn't that bad, like I could barely feel it. Like the tattoo on my thigh hurt way more than what my spine did. Like the tattoo on my thigh is my most painful tattoo at the moment, and that one's way smaller than what my spine is. But here is the picture of my tattoo. So that's all my tattoos and all my piercings, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe for more. And in my next video, I will be doing shout outs. Be subscribed and like this video and comment done. Once you do those things, all you gotta do is comment done and I'll shout you out in my next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was a bit blurry at some points, but I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in my next video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. See you next time.